Welcome to the In My 30s podcast. We have a very special guest today.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Emma. Thanks for having me.
Zac, also known as
Van Bellman.
Artist name. Berklee grad. We met in college.
This is true.
Were we friends?
We were friends. I thought we were friends. Now I'm getting like a vibe right now. Like, who's this guy? Why?
No, we were friendly for sure.
For sure. Yeah, we had classes.
I was very shy in college.
Were you?
I didn't really like hang with a ton of people. No.
You didn't strike me as shy.
Really?
I remember seeing you play at like Cafe 939.
Well, I would have shows, but I kind of like didn't know how to make friends. That was 15 years ago. 16, wow. 20, I don't even know.
How time flies.
I know. So in that time, you've done some pretty cool stuff, including playing for a very popular band.
I play with a band called American Authors. I play the guitar and the banjo. Mm-hmm. And speaking of Berklee, I was friends with those guys at Berklee. They used to be called the Blue Pages. And I would go see them play at Harper's Ferry and stuff. And they'd come see me play with whoever. And then we all moved to New York, and I would go see them play at, Mercury Lounge. They'd come see me play with whoever at whatever venue. We're just buddies. Yeah. And once they could afford to hire a fifth musician, and they had some like record label money and a lot of stuff going for them, luckily, because we were buddies, they gave me a call, and I got to quit my hotel job. And that was January 2014.
Oh my gosh.
At the hotel, I was a bellman, which is why that's where
name.
Van Bellman comes from. I'm sorry if I stole one of your questions that was coming shortly.
No, we're going to circle back to that.
Great.
So that's so crazy that you, just from being like friends, that all lined up. And I think that's like the beauty of Berklee, and you just never know who you're going to meet there. It's so cool what you guys have done and everywhere you've traveled and played, and it's amazing.
We played the Caribbean a couple weeks ago at a hotel opening, and some celebrities were there, but not ones you'd think of off the top of your head. Like Jesse Eisenberg was there. I was like, wow. I was like, can I add you on Facebook? I didn't say that to him.
Wait, but
I thought about it though.
Who else did you run into? You told me.
Taye Diggs was there, who I had seen on I'd seen Taye Diggs as the lead of Hedwig and the Angry Inch on Broadway, probably 10 years ago, and he was amazing. So I had my little Hedwig moment with Taye. Mm-hmm. And then there's some reality TV show people there who I had no idea who they were.
Okay.
I think I'm all set on reality TV. But they were nice. Yeah. And there was an open bar. And we had a good time.
So fun.
Yeah. After Turks and Caicos, we flew back to Nashville. Mm-hmm. Got an Airbnb about an hour outside the city in Lebanon, Tennessee. In Lebanon. And set up shop. Bunch of fun mics and compressors and guitars. And wrote a bunch of songs. And I cooked a bunch of food. And it was great.
That's amazing.
We came back to Nashville proper after that, and I've been working on the next Van Bellman record. In the meantime, Dave, the bass player, went to Argentina with his family. Uh-huh. His mom had turned a certain age, which I won't say. 70.
It's a big one.
So they took a big family trip. They had a great time. And I got to dog sit for him, and he's got a really cool house and a real piano. So it was just fun to like work on songs, real piano, take the dog for a walk. Meet up with friends I know from Berklee at Ugly Mug Coffee down the street. Shout out Ugly Mug.
At Ugly Mugs. Is it Mugs?
I think it's just Ugly Mug.
Okay. I have to turn off the air.
Let's do it.
It's fine. I do this all the time.
This is a good time to visit some of our sponsors. Go to Fender.com for a discount on any Telecasters this month. Put in code Van Bellman.
Hilarious.
I'll give you a cut of that.
Okay, wait. So yeah, you DM'd me a week ago, maybe a couple days ago, and you told me you were in Nashville, but you also said I was remembering a rap song that you wrote in our class in college.
You don't remember, do you?
I don't remember, but I was like, yeah, that tracks.
We took a lyric writing class with Pat Pattison, and there were certain like assignments, and some of them were kind of silly, some of them were great. Yeah, I think one was like write a song outside of your normal genre, or if you're a man, write a song from the POV of a woman and vice versa. One of the assignments was everyone to do a rap song. And mine was pretty silly. A lot of them were pretty silly. One guy did a rap about the three little pigs. It was like E to the I to the E to the O. And it was just this amazing rap song about the pig. And I think might have been the three wolves as well. Anyhow, that was great. The other one I remember was yours. I think you might have been just going pop it pop 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 on your acoustic guitar, and
me,
or you just like did some very simple chords, did like a rhythmic thing, And, you had been doing some like very lovely, like singer-songwriter stuff, maybe a little country leaning.
Yeah.
Up until then. And then we heard you rap, and it was really, the lyrics were really cool, and you delivered them very well. We were like, whoa, this tiny blonde girl is rapping, and it's amazing. And the teacher was like, Emma, if you were to play like an hour-long show and slip that in the middle of it, people would freak out.
So I have no memory of that, but I really appreciate it.
I wonder if you have like on a hard drive somewhere. Do you still have your Berklee MacBook Pro?
I'd have to look. I mean,
1,000 years ago?
My mom forced me to go through like all my Berklee books at my childhood home.
Uh-huh.
There could be something in there. I don't know. But I love rap, and I grew up listening to a lot of rap and hip hop. So and I kind of have like some leaning, like my first songs I made out of college were with a rapper, and I would sing the hooks.
Excellent.
So like, I believe the story that you're telling. I just have no memory, which is weird. I don't remember things. But you said you had a weird memory.
I have a strange, peculiar memory with little things like, especially songs.
Yeah.
Or like, I remember seeing from an open mic night when I was like 19. I remember like almost every song that I heard that night.
That's crazy.
But then again, I don't remember like someone's name I've met 20 times. Sometimes.
I'm that way.
I have a very selective memory.
I am totally that way. Okay, so then you DM me, and then we got coffee, and then we were talking, and we were like, we should do the podcast because you're a great podcast guest.
Stop it.
Already.
I'm blushing. Can you zoom in and see the blushing on my face?
And I feel bad because I always take so long to set up, and I'm running late. But you were very patient, so thank you. Okay, so I do have some questions for you. What is it like being a certified rock star?
I think Dan Auerbach lives nearby. You can ask him. Or Jack White, I think, is not too far either. If you want to ask.
Yeah, but I don't know them. I don't know
real
them.
bona fide. You should get them on the podcast. They'd be way better than Van Bellman. I'll text him.
I don't think so.
Hey Siri, call Jack White. What if it's calling? What if I really was good friends with him?
I would be like, yes, call him.
He also famously does not have a cell phone, so that'd be really weird if I had his number.
Does he have like a rotary?
Who knows what he has?
I'm gonna get a rotary phone here and just ditch my cell phone.
To answer your question, it has been very fun to play around the world with a band with a famous song, a handful of famous songs. I feel I've written the last few records with them, and those have all gone great. Some of them are not out yet, and I think there's some bangers and some hit potentials in there. But I was hired after the song Best Day of My Life was written. So I do feel kind of like a stepdad to many of the songs.
Yeah, but I don't see it. I don't see you that way. I see you as part of the band, and you're a rock star. So it's very cool.
Sadly, ASCAP and BMI see it that way. But I appreciate your support.
No, it's amazing. I think you guys are awesome, and yeah,
it's been a lot of fun. Like I said, I was working at a hotel, and
yeah. So what hotel were you working?
I was working at the Gansevoort on Park Avenue.
Okay.
And it was sort of like a party hotel, and a lot of celebs showed up. If you Google the name Rihanna and Gansevoort, you will see a familiar face holding her bag and holding the door for her.
Stop. Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you have the technological capability to pop that up on the screen.
No, we can do that. We can.
All right, cool.
Me,
hey, look.
We as in me when I'm editing.
Here's me and my girlfriend from back then, Bad Gal Riri. As she's in my phone. Hey Siri, call Bad Gal Riri. I don't have her phone number either.
I also ran into her, and I was singing her song. I was rapping.
What song?
Talk That Talk.
Excellent.
Her collab with Jay-Z.
Excellent.
And I was at Sofitel in LA playing an acoustic set, and I went to the bathroom to take a break, and I had just played her song, and she was in the bathroom.
Whoa.
And I was in the bathroom.
Did you pee next to Riri?
Yeah, apparently.
Excellent.
Oh my God. Yeah, but that was crazy too. Anyway, where was I going with that?
Oh yeah, I worked at a fancy hotel. Bruno Mars stayed there as well. He's like up to here on me. He's a little guy. He was very nice.
How cool.
And the Kardashians were there a lot.
Oh, I bet.
And it was just a sort of a big circus.
Was there like a bar at the top of that
Rooftop bar.
A lot of people went to?
Yes.
I went to that bar once.
It's a wild scene up there.
It was. And I remember John Mayer was there one night.
Hey Siri, call John Mayer.
But if you knew John Mayer. So I think you have a John Mayer vibe. I think that you guys could be brothers.
I suppose to take it as a compliment.
It is a compliment. I think I like him so much.
I'm from Atlanta originally, And
And
he kind of broke in Atlanta. So he would go play this place called Eddie's Attic when I was in high school. A lot of my friends were passing around burned CDs, John Mayer burned CDs. Oh, cool. And I first heard it and I was like, he sounds like Dave Matthews. I don't like this. This is not for me.
Yeah.
And as the years went on, I'm like, all right, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah.
So I got to interview him when he came to Berklee because I was the editor of the school paper. And everyone around me is like, he's not going to do an interview with you. He's not just, what are you, you're crazy. He's like, no one, he's not going to do that. He's not doing any press. And I just kept on like worming my way into the studio where he was and just sort of like patiently waited. And people were like, he's not going to do it. Don't even try it.
Who was saying these negative things to you?
I know exactly who it was, but I'm not going to put them on blast.
Yeah.
But I was like, let me just ask him if he can do an interview. They're like, all right, he's going to say no. And I said, hi, John. Zach, I'm a fan of your work. I'm actually the editor for the Berklee Groove. Is it cool we do a quick interview? Sure. Moments later, we sat down just like this. I opened my MacBook Pro and just pressed record on GarageBand. That was my mic capability. You're much more sophisticated than I am.
Maybe a touch. But...
And we chatted for 10 minutes and he was very cool. He gave some great advice from like when he was young and he would go to Kinko's and cut out flyers and stuff and how he had played at Eddie's Attic. And it was really cool to ask him some questions.
Yeah.
And the advice he gave, I think, is probably still relevant in 2026. Just about like the main takeaway, if I remember correctly, was like whatever strategy is happening now, it might not be the strategy a year from now. And you have to be adaptable and you have to kind of go with the flow. Yeah. So pretty evergreen advice. And at the end of the interview, he gives a shout out to my mom.
How nice.
I said, could you say something to my mom? Her name is Dale. And he just goes, hey, Dale, it's John. And listen, you need to call me because I just want to see us. I want to see us continue and just call me. It was amazing. It was perfect. It's on YouTube. I've met a handful of Berklee students in the years since then that have told me, are you the Zac Taylor that did the John Mayer interview? I'm like, you saw that? They're like, yeah.
Oh my God.
That interview was amazing. It's easily my number one YouTube view
I need
video.
to look. Okay, I need to look it up.
It was back when you could only have 5 minutes at a time on YouTube. So it's 2 different videos.
Oh my God.
Way back when.
So
it was on VHS tape. I'm just kidding.
Because I remember when he came to school, that was so exciting. And he was at the BPC, Berklee Performance Center, and he talked, I think his hair was buzzed or something.
Buzzed hair.
And he was like, people were like, oh, I saw him like eating a burrito walking down the street. Like there were a lot of rumors going around. But I obviously like the dream was you would get picked to go then talk to him and write with him or whatever he was doing.
That's I went to the studio to see the Willy Wonka chosen few that indeed got to write a song with him. Yeah. And it was cool seeing him sort of produce and like, what do you think about this verse? You should do it like this, you do it like that. And he would really listen to like these young songwriters like, no, it should be like this. He'd be like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And it was like a really cool kind of creative vibe between him and the young songwriters. Everyone else, like the people who worked at the studio and like the Berklee admin people were all kind of stiff and like just kind of stuffy. Like, oh, is someone from the Berklee newspaper going to come and ask some dumb questions? But it was cool. It was just.
Did your credentials like get you in there? Is that like with the paper or something?
I don't know. I probably just bullshit my way in.
I feel like you had that thing about you that you would have pulled that off if anyone could have.
A lot of the times, if you just walk into a room and act like you're supposed to be there,
yeah,
that gets you in. If you walk in, you're kind of like nervous and stiff. People are like, hey, let me see some ID. Do you have a wristband?
I'm a rule follower, so yeah. And you said the other day, you're like, don't play it safe. Playing it safe is a waste of time.
The only way to play it safe is by taking a risk. I heard Nathan Lane say in a podcast, which I thought was cool. Yeah. If you play it like. Play it safe is like, I don't know, what is it? 50,000 songs come on Spotify every day.
Yeah.
If you do like the same old kind of thing, you probably get lost in the wash.
Yeah. You
get the best song in the world and then probably no one's going to hear it unless you do or say something provocative or I also think that if you're really honest and earnest and really yourself, that can also help you kind of cut through. Mm-hmm. But yeah, who's to say what is boring or what is normal or what is provocative these days? Because it's just such a attention currency.
And people create their own PR stunts and storylines, but I think you have to be pretty emotionally strong to like handle the backlash of that? Like, because if you're gonna lean into something controversial and you create controversy, I think you have to be like ready for it, you know? Because people like doctor up their own crazy stuff all the time.
They sure do.
Yeah.
And that might work for a second. That might get you an extra like 100,000 views on TikTok, whatever. But like, is that going to make anyone excited for like your next single or like the record you're going to put out after that, or your show in Cincinnati? Maybe.
Yeah.
But probably won't, you know? So I think at the end of the day, you know, a viral moment is good and it might help you, but it's not going to like make or break or sustain a career. I still think you have to sort of stick to your guns and be yourself and dig into like your songwriting world. That's what people say these days. You have to build this whole world about like, I don't know, how you sing, how you play, how you produce, how you interact with your friends, how you dress, the silly videos you make, how you make your coffee.
But I feel like nowadays, I was just having this conversation with someone where it was like people listen with their eyes now, and the visual, like I've always been so obsessed with the song part, and now in the last couple of years I'm like, I have to learn like the visual piece of this because that's almost more important now.
It's part of the equation now, for sure.
So okay, so your solo project that you're working on is called Van Bellman.
Van Bellman is the
name. The
name.
name came from your job at the Gansevoort Hotel.
It does.
Inspired.
And,
okay.
So my Instagram handle is Zac Van Bellman. So that way, so it's sort of like Van Halen. It's sort of like, it's like a team. Or it's sort of like the Ramones. So if I hire you, Emma, to play guitar or rap, perhaps you can be the MC.
Okay.
You get to be Emma Van Bellman.
I love that.
You get to be part of the team.
Okay. I'm free. I'm available.
All right. We'll have an audition after this.
Okay.
That'll be part 2
I
of
have
the
to
podcast.
audition?
It's going well so far. It's really just a formality. I think you get a really good shot. Okay. I'll put in the good word for you with my management.
So you have a new single coming out.
Yes, the new single comes out on June 5th. It's called Falling Through. It is the 3rd single from my 2nd EP. And I did this record with my friend Joe Richmond at his house in Denver. It actually used to be owned by James Dean.
No way.
Not the actor James Dean, the tour manager James Dean. But nonetheless, facts.
I don't know the tour manager.
Facts. This was recorded at James Dean's house. You heard it here first. Factual information.
Okay, I need like an online voting poll if you sound like John Mayer sometimes.
Okay.
So we're going to have that poll show up right here.
I am almost as tall as he is.
Okay. And I don't mean to like keep bringing that up, but
That's
you
okay.
do. I can't believe I'm the first person to tell you that.
I think maybe I didn't like him at first because maybe he reminded me too much of myself. Like kind of tall lead guitar player, smarmy. And I was like,
intelligent, well-spoken.
Well, stop it.
That's my favorite thing about him is that he can really like, you're like.
The man can talk. He's a very smart guy.
And he's smart.
When I interviewed him, I was like, oh shit, this guy's so smart. God, it was
feel
aggravating.
Like he would run circles around me. Like, I don't know. I would be intimidated by that. But anyway.
I kind of wanted him to be like, oh, well, this guy was a D-bag for this, and this reason.
What happened?
Uh-oh. The MacBook Pro heard us talking bad about John Mayer and it turned itself off. He's got a deal with Apple.
my it's still going. Will you talk a little?
Check 1, check 2.
Yeah, we're good. It picked up my... I thought I wanted to use this mic. That's why I hate Bluetooth. It's like...
Bluetooth can be very picky.
I'm going to just like maybe not use it.
What? You can also go airplane mode.
Okay.
Where is a good edit point I can pick up from?
Okay. So what is this?
John Mayer was smart.
John Mayer was smart.
When I interviewed him, he was very smart. Like almost just like comically so. Like, man, this guy's good.
Yeah.
It was aggravating.
Yeah.
So anyhow, John, if you're listening, my mom wants a second phone call.
And he also shouts out new songs all the time on his
sure
podcast.
Does. Yes. I think he's relatively present on social media for like younger artists. Like this guy, HUD something. He has a really cool guitar lick and John Mayer went and played it and gave him a big boost.
Amazing.
And it's pretty cool.
Well, so maybe we should send the Van Bellman new single to John Mayer's
Hey, John,
podcast.
I could send you a solo free version. Then you could put your own solo on it. And then we can A/B him, see if people like his better or mine better. Who's to say?
So, okay, so can you tell me like what inspired this record?
Yes. The first EP I did is called Feelers.
Mm-hmm.
And if you line all the songs up, you can spell the word feelers. So like the first,
Creative.
yeah. So the first song is called Bad Fun, and that F goes down below.
Mm-hmm.
Next one called Fate Lies Ahead, that goes to the E, and sort of like I do a lot of Wordle and crossword puzzles. So this, for whatever reason, this next EP is called Howlers, and I did the same thing. I don't know why I do that. It just makes sense to me to have like a fun word game going along with the songs. And I typically write 50 or 60 songs and then pick my favorite handful to do for a record.
That's amazing.
And this one, the first single came out last year. It's called The Demon Machine, about my sleep paralysis demon, which is a real thing that happens to me. Do you have those?
No, we can elaborate.
Speaking of Catholicism, growing up, learning about demons and stuff. So I have this recurring dream where like I'm sleeping and a demon like a bat is like swimming around the room and it flies into my chest and possesses me. And I wake up like, I make these little puppy sounds.
So that's a dream you keep having?
I've had it many, many times.
That's sad and scary, kind of.
It's terrifying. I wouldn't recommend it.
Do you wake up like in a sweat or like crying or something?
All of the above. Sometimes screaming. And
I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, it's kind of funny. You monster. No, I'm just kidding. So this song, The Demon Machine, it's sort of about that, but also about like, it's a little matrixy in that, like, you know, phones and social media and big tech is just sort of spying on all of us. Mm-hmm. And I'm sort of calling that the demon machine as well. And I'm trying to have this sort of like Neo-esque attitude in that the chorus goes, I'll go where I want to go. So I'm trying not to get bogged down by this demon machine.
Yeah, I like that.
The next song was called Lorelai, which is sort of a breakup song I wrote like 3 years ago. And weirdly enough, it sort of coincided with my actual breakup of my wife. And that was a weird little coinkydink in life that I'd written this breakup song and then we broke up. And then the song was already slated to come out with like Spotify and stuff. So that was a weird little incident of art imitating life.
Yeah. Like before you knew it was over.
Yeah.
I've heard people talk about that. Like
so it leads me to believe that I should write some happier songs about maybe me making $1 billion or maybe I could meet Aubrey Plaza one day and woo her.
Is she your celebrity crush?
I know she, I think she's taken sadly, but yeah, she's one of my celebrity crushes.
Okay.
Along with, I think Anne Hathaway and Olivia Wilde are up there.
Okay.
Also spoken for, but shout out, ladies.
Are they?
If they're...
Maybe Anne. I don't know if Olivia
Hey Siri, call Anne Hathaway on speed dial.
Or I think actually...
She's Catwoman in my phone, actually. Call Catwoman, Siri.
Could you call somebody that we know? We as in me and these 3 cameras?
We can call my mom. she would love to be on the podcast.
You keep saying it, so I'm like, maybe he really has some.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
Oh my God.
Give me some of yours. And we'll get back to my heartbreak song.
Taye Diggs.
Beautiful man.
I mean, he's like one of, the whole, I mean, I don't know. I was just thinking Joshua Jackson, which is like a throwback.
Throwback. Dawson's Creek throwback.
I mean, all of them, like all the male singers that we like grew up listening to, I definitely had a crush on.
Give me one more.
John Mayer, Justin Timberlake, Usher. When I went to the Usher concert, I was like, oh my God, we're sharing the same air. Yeah. Yeah.
I know some of his live sound crew.
Who?
They work out of Atlanta. They're called ABC, Atlanta Backline Company. Shout out ABC. Put in code Van Bellman for 20% off.
I think Usher's spoken for too.
So you mean I can't go out with Usher? Dang it. Maybe we can at least do like an ab workout together so I can get that line that he has.
Oh my God. Yeah. I don't think I'm physically capable of, not that line, but like that level of, or lack of body fat. I think that I would. Yeah,
the discipline and the diet and the gym.
I just love food too much, yeah.
My friends who work with him said he's very nice. And he would just get up at 5 a.m. every day, wherever they were, to lift weights and to look amazing. Wow. So, Shout out Usher. Anyhow, back to my heartbreak song.
Back to you.
I actually wrote this song, Lorelai, with my neighbor's cat. I was cat sitting when I was in LA, and I would just bring my guitar and spend some time with Ace the cat. Mm-hmm. And I just played this lick. And I just wrote that song, Lorelai. My ex was a big fan of the Gilmore Girls. So she was watching a lot of Gilmore Girls, so Lorelai was a character. Aww. I'm like, wow, what a fun name. So I wrote Lorelai, and I was excited to release that. Then there's like, I don't know, like 9 other Lorelais on Spotify. I was like, shit. I thought I was being so unique with the name Lorelai. There's also an artist, maybe 2 or 3 artists named Lorelai. So shout out all you Lorelais.
I don't know any Lorelai in my life, so.
A lot of Lorelais.
Okay. So you...
Lorelais, too many Lorelais. It's a Fleetwood Mac song. It was Little Lies. I was... Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. So maybe we could do a mashup of Lorelais and Little Lies, and you could rap over it, and we can get that John Mayer solo. I think that would win the internet if we did that.
I think that would work. Yeah.
And then maybe Usher can dance.
That would be amazing. If you have like any insight to how to get in touch with Usher, you need to... Siri, call Usher. No?
He's in a secret name, so it's not going to work.
Okay, so you have this whole record coming, though.
Yes. So those were the first 2. Yeah, so the EP I'm releasing now, it just happened to have a couple breakup songs on it, just because whenever I'm writing, you write from experience, and I've broken up with people before, and those have always sort of stuck around as like inspiration, just to express grief or remorse or how to get better. So... And also, I'm a big like blues fan. A lot of blues fans has a lot of heartbreak, and so I'm kind of tapping into that well a lot.
So yeah. So what are the influences there? Like blues and rock, or? I
grew up really into blues guitar.
Okay.
I was really into like Freddie King, Albert Collins, Robert Johnson, John Hammond, who's one of my favorite guys. R.I.P. I actually got to interview him for the newspaper as well.
Oh my gosh.
He was amazing.
Did you interview John Oates when he was there?
I did not.
Okay.
Next time. But
a
lot of blues when I was little, a lot of Nirvana and like Soundgarden and grunge stuff, a lot of Beatles. So those are sort of my pillars.
Yeah.
Like Nirvana, Jimi Hendrix, and blues stuff, and Beatles.
Awesome.
So I definitely, if I'm stuck on a song, it's just sort of like WWJHD.
Yeah.
It's Jimi Hendrix JH. If you want to spell that out on the screen so people can follow along. And maybe put a Jimi Hendrix. I guess he would be this way because he's left-handed.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
I want to make this like all my favorite musicians, just like maybe, I don't know, maybe Jimi Hendrix would.
Are you asking for a signed Van Bellman poster?
I am. That's exactly what I was asking for.
I'll see what I can do.
Or a vinyl or whatever you do for your record.
Put in code Van Bellman for 20% off merch at
what's
link,
the code?
Link in bio.
The code is Van Bellman? Okay.
I don't really have a code. It's just fun to say on a podcast.
So wait, okay, so EP.
Yes. So this EP, I'm just doing song by song.
Okay.
And just to try to, I don't know, social media and releasing singles. Do you do one at a time? Do you do them all at a time? No one knows.
Yeah.
I'm doing some strategy. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm hoping just to sort of find some people along the way that might like my songs.
Yeah.
And it's a slow build, but slow and steady wins the race these days. So the song that comes out on Friday, June 6th, at Blockbuster Music and Tower Records, not on the internet.
This may or may not be out.
I'm doing just cassette tapes, only out of the trunk of my car. So they're $1,000 each. That's how I'm going to make the money back.
See, honestly though,
$1,000 tapes.
I want to go back to that. Maybe not $1,000 per tape, but I want to like go sell CDs out of the trunk of my car.
I kind of do too.
Yeah.
And also, the first record, Feelers and Howlers, I think I'm gonna do just one CD to sell because it's like 14 songs. It'll easily fit on a CD.
Yeah.
They won't all fit on a vinyl record, sadly. It's just a little too much to fit on a vinyl.
Can you get like 18 minutes on each side or something? Or how long?
Yeah, it's like 20 something per side.
Okay.
But anyhow, the new single is coming out June 5th. It's called Falling Through. It's sort of, the verses are kind of like spoken word. And the chorus is sort of, I'm trying to channel my best Jeff Buckley on the chorus. It's that sort of like a high melody, and I'm very excited about it. It's kind of a dark, it's kind of sad, kind of sexy, I hope, kind of song. And it's the third song from my EP coming out called Howlers, which I've been doing song by song. I'm getting kind of impatient. I kind of just want to release the whole thing. Yeah. I don't know, strategy-wise, if that's good or bad.
I mean, to me, the strategy nowadays is like song by song. Do you? But I feel like that's what everyone tells
it
me.
Sure seems like that. Yeah. But some of these songs are singles. Some of them are album tracks, So like, if you look at like, you look at Nevermind by Nirvana, there's like 3 or 4 huge singles on it.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't put Something in the Way out as a single. That's like the 10th song. It's like really sad and dark, and it's great in the context of a full record.
Do you? I feel like you have the right thinking.
So some of these songs, I've put out a few as singles. Others don't feel like singles. So also I feel like if I put it out as a batch of 7 songs, that might maybe entice someone to listen to the whole thing, kind of get to know me a little more, get to know the stories behind the songs, and then, fall in love with me.
I love that. Yeah, actually, that sounds like a better idea.
Who knows? Like, there's a 99% chance that neither strategy will work at all. And maybe I'll get 1,000 listens. Maybe I'll get 5,000 listens. And then it'll be on to the next record and try something else. Who knows? But along the way, what I'm proud of myself for doing is I'm really proud of every single and every record I've put out. So this catalog I've been building, I think, is great. There's no like 2017 type song on it. There's no like reggaeton song on it. There's no Bad Bunny ripoffs. I'm not trying to sound like Somber. Or I'm not trying to sound like whoever was popular in 2016. So I'm trying to build this sort of like, they're very much rock and roll songs, but there's some singer-songwriter stuff. I think my lyrics are kind of unique and strange. I sing kind of like I don't know, I sound like me, I hope, at least. There's a fun guitar playing, and it's an eclectic mix. So I don't know if this campaign is going to work on TikTok or Instagram, or if the next single is going to work in this like new strategy, because whatever is a strategy today, come December, it's going to be something else.
Well, and I am promoting an album from like a year ago, but people are finding a song of mine from 7 years ago, and that's what is working on TikTok. So it's like, it's all over the place. I feel like even having a strategy feels, I mean, unless you're like, I don't know, really intentional about it, I guess that makes sense. But sometimes I feel like, what's the point of a strategy? It's like people are going to latch on to whatever they latch on to, and all you can do is see what that is.
Just throw stuff against the wall, see what sticks. I just saw Noah Kahn on, I think it was Jimmy Fallon or one of the Jimmys. It wasn't Stephen Colbert anymore. R.I.P. Stephen Colbert Show.
Show.
Stephen is still alive and well.
Yes.
Hey Siri, call Stephen Colbert. What if I really had his number? And that was like finally the one where
I really want there to be one.
One of these times, it's going to be real.
Like during this episode or a different episode, maybe?
Well, I'm going to let the suspense kill you.
Okay.
What was I saying? Yes. Noah Kahn said he was just singing songs on TikTok years ago, and he was feeling low, and he put out a verse of what would become Stick Season, or one of the songs on there, and he's like, this is stupid, I'm going to take it down. But he got too stoned and forgot to take it down. And the next day, all these people had like commented, like, I feel this way too. And he was like, whoa, I had no idea. Crazy. And last I checked, Noah Kahn's doing pretty good.
He is.
I like hearing that story because, at some point he was just showing up and like just doing what everyone's doing, just doing the TikTok thing and Instagram thing. And he was being honest and people related to that. So it's really inspiring to see like, that can work.
Yeah.
And for me and probably you, and for you listener at home, it's kind of hard to play the game sometimes.
Yeah.
When you're writing a song, you're doing content, you're singing it over and over again. There's so much of my brain that's just like, what are you doing? This is not going to work.
I know.
You're embarrassing yourself.
The minute I turn on my phone to sing into it, it's like getting past all the mental stuff of
It's
that.
tough, man. It takes practice.
And if it doesn't sound perfect. And my friend just yesterday was like, why don't you just put the phone in the corner and just play your guitar and sing. Because I think I have become so perfectionist minded. I want it to all sound perfect. Like, do you have any of that, or are you more like free?
Well, you're such a wonderful singer to begin with.
That's nice of you.
And it takes me a zillion takes in the studio to get it to sound good. So a lot of songs, like my songs, I think I'm pretty good at because I've sung them a million times. But like with a new song or like a TikTok thing, I'll listen back to it and be like, oh God, delete immediately. I'm most likely just being hard on myself.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I'll go, or like I'll put my phone in the corner of a gig just so I can kind of like watch my performance later. Yes. And I'm just like, oh, I sound so bad. Yeah. Because it's an iPhone recording. And then
those always sound
They sound bad. Yeah. And I realized I went to go, I filmed like a quick snippet of like, Jason Isbell, like my favorite dude, or like St. Vincent, or some other, or like Jeff Tweedy, or like a friend who's a wonderful singer.
Yeah.
And I was there, and it sounded amazing. And I listened back on the phone, and it sounds pitchy and off and weird. I'm like, oh, maybe I don't sound so horrible.
100%. Yeah.
Maybe I should be a little easier on myself, because the way the iPhone compresses sound and where you were in the venue can make it sound weird.
Yeah.
So it's a good time to realize maybe you should take it easy on yourself and not listen to that crazy voice inside your head that says, you suck. Put it away. Throw that phone out the window.
I know. I'm
it's
getting
hard to do, though.
Better at that, but with live stuff, I'm not, like, because I want it to sound perfect. But my friend was saying, like, the average listener doesn't require that. Like, if we went to music school, I think our standard is like, we want it to sound...
For sure.
But most people, apparently...
This is great news for me, by the way. This is great.
Don't have the same standard of perfection.
I think you're right. People, they don't have the same standard of perfection for like maybe pitch and maybe like your acumen for maybe like perfect rhythm, or like if just being like super solid studio perfect.
Yeah.
But what they are very good at is sniffing out if you're being yourself or not.
Right.
And sniffing out if you're being authentic and honest, or if you're like trying to be like, hey guys, I have a new single out. And like people can sniff that out, like, get out of here. I'm not trying to watch that or pay attention to that. But I think if you show up, people relate to your honest, authentic self.
I agree.
That's what they can hear and they can see long before they can hear if you're a little flat, or if you're rushing a little bit, or if your guitar is slightly out of tune. The stuff that would maybe drive a musician crazy. Yeah. The average Joe, who you want to appeal to, who you want to like you, I think will forgive those things. But I think you can tap into their heart and soul if you're being your true self.
Yeah, I agree. It's like you have to remember how to be a listener or a fan yourself, because that the whole point is to like hear something that moves you, and that's not about being pitch perfect or anything. So we're all excited to follow your TikTok. What is your TikTok?
Everything is Zac Van Bellman.
Okay. So you have this single coming out, and you also have a show in Nashville happening next week?
Correct. Yes. On the 8th, Monday the 8th, I'm playing at the Basement. Not the Basement East, the regular Basement, which they put on their website in big letters. Make sure you say it's the Basement, not the Basement East. And I'm very excited. I'm going to play mainly solo. My friend Addie is going to come play some fiddle. She's a local phenom. She plays fiddle and mandolin with like a zillion bands. Addie Levy, shout out. And she's going to sing a little bit with me. And some friends are going to come. Nashville is sort of like a place where, like, if there's an extra drum or guitar on stage, it's like, hey, you, get up here. Let's go.
If you need a rapper, I'm available. Just saying.
Will you wear like really big jeans backwards, like crisscross?
Maybe just really big jeans and like a hoodie or something.
I think we can work with that.
Yeah. Anyway.
And so the single comes out Friday, show on Monday, and then I'm actually in town playing with a different band called the Late Night Thoughts.
Okay.
I'm playing with them Sunday at CMA Fest, 1 o'clock on the Dr. Pepper stage. Hey.
I'm gonna have to get this episode out like quickly.
Toot sweet. ASAP.
Sweet. Did you take French in high school?
I took 1 year French.
Making sure everything's on.
Je peux pas un peu de français.
See, this is what I do. I just kind of have to keep.
You need an intern. I know. Intern/producer.
But it works out. It works out. I swear.
It always does.
It does.
Have you ever done one where just like nothing worked and like it was just gone?
No.
Knock on wood.
Knock on wood. That doesn't happen. Okay.
So I'm in town to play with the Late Night Thoughts. Really cool band. And they just hired me to play banjo and mandolin, and I'm doing backing tracks for them. which is something I'm not sure I should even say on a podcast because
nobody judges. Like people
no one
know.
judges.
You use everyone uses.
Everyone uses backing tracks.
Maybe not for their.
Maybe maybe cut this part out. I don't know. I don't know them well enough. So, all right, let me.
I'm keeping it. I have to keep it. I need to keep it.
Okay. So backing tracks is a thing. Maybe bleep out the band names. I don't know if you want this out there. But most bands you see have backing tracks. Sorry to ruin. Yeah. Sorry to burst the bubble.
It's not like the vocal is a lip sung thing.
They're wonderful singers, but you need that little extra foot stomping, some extra hand clapping, some extra tambourine, some shaker.
Yeah.
Maybe a little extra acoustic guitar strum on the chorus.
Yeah.
American Authors has used backing tracks for years and years.
Yeah. I use them in my live show.
Yeah. Most people do. And I don't know if people know or care.
It just makes it sound more like the record.
More like the record, more full.
More full,
and especially if you're playing like a bigger venue or like outside or a festival, you're going to want that bigger sound.
Yeah.
You're just not going to sound like everyone else.
Yeah.
And the song's not going to cut through. And you're going to, like you said, people hear with their both ears and eyes.
Yeah.
And if you're a new young band, you want to make an impression, you want it to cut through. Tracks is not completely necessary, but I think it's a good idea.
I think tracks are great. And I only think that is because it's like however you record the song originally, you want to be able to recreate that on stage. So if it is track heavy, like you have beats or whatever that your drummer, like the sounds that you get through Logic, your drummer can't always make themselves. So
Correct.
It's good to have the tracks.
Correct. And like modern records these days, there's a million tracks.
Yeah.
Gang vocals.
Yes.
And harmonies and all this sort of nice polished stuff. But this band, Late Night Thoughts, also plays as a duo a lot.
Okay.
And Michael and Brian, other names, and they're wonderful.
And are they based here?
They're in New York.
Oh, okay, cool.
So they're not too far from me.
So you live in New York.
I live in New York, that's right.
And you do many things there.
I do. I occasionally bartend, which is a lot of fun. I bartend at a fancy speakeasy called Figure 19. Come see me. I'll make you a wonderful martini or a spicy marg. And I'd never done bartending before, which is not what I told the manager when he hired me. But I figured it out. You learn.
Yeah.
And I'm good at talking to people.
Yeah.
So when you're a bartender, you're also like a therapist and a matchmaker and a friend.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. And the other people who work there are musicians or actors or models. So like everyone has to leave town every now and then, and everyone picks up their shifts. Like someone's picking up my shifts the last 2 weeks because I've been on the road with American Authors. And it's all good. Like you make more money when someone else is out of town. I'll pick up shifts when I get back.
Yeah.
And it's super easy. Everyone's super cool. It's in the Lower East Side. It's close to a bunch of music venues. So when friends play Bowery Ballroom or the Mercury Lounge, they'll come to my bar before or after. Okay. And I get to sort of play host.
Have you made drinks for anyone?
Only Usher and John Mayer and Justin Timberlake at the same time. And we all did body shots off of Usher's abs. And it was amazing.
Wow.
I called you. You should have been there. I was like, who would love this?
I am going to go to that bar, though.
Yes, please come.
Because I usually come to New York at least once during the summer.
What is your drink of choice?
I want to... Did we talk about this? I want to become a dirty martini girl because I feel like that's the stage of life I'm in. That's who I should be.
Is this one of the sponsors of your podcast?
No. But
this podcast brought to you by Hendrick's Gin. Put in 30s at checkout for 20% off.
I want to be like a dirty martini, like vodka martini. I think when I'm in my 60s, I want to switch to gin.
So you'll have a good 30 plus years of vodka and then switch to gin. All right, that's a good plan.
But I'm also I'm a tequila margarita, skinny margarita girl.
I can make you a tequila teeny, which is sort of like just like a margarita served up.
Okay.
So we can make that happen.
Okay.
Spicy, you like spicy?
Mm-hmm.
We can do that.
I've never had an espresso martini.
We make a good one.
The
key
sound like dangerous.
is a pinch of salt.
Okay.
It kind of brings everything.
So do you get drunk, but then you can't go to bed?
I actually stopped drinking for like a year and a half when I was living in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was sort of a LA fad, health wellness, that sort of thing. But also I was having a few drinks and then just like not feeling good, like emotionally and spiritually for like days after that. I'm like, why did I just spend $80 to have 3 tequila sodas at this dive bar in LA to feel like garbage for 3 days?
To have crushing anxiety for 3
To have crushing anxiety. And it was also during the pandemic. So like live music wasn't really a thing.
Yeah.
So it wasn't making a whole lot of dough. And I was just like going out drinking. Like, this is so stupid. Why am I doing this? So I stopped like a year and a half. And it felt really good, like health-wise. Body felt good. Brain felt good. Lost a few pounds. But going to a bar was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, I go back and forth. Like, I sometimes want to take breaks. I'm like, I don't drink that much anyway, but I'm very sensitive. So if I have like one drink too many, it's like ruins the whole next day.
You're also teeny tiny.
I'm teeny tiny.
So one drink you're probably feeling pretty good.
I like take a sip of wine and I'm like tipsy. Like I start acting like, and people are annoyed. They're like, come on.
You're a cheap date though.
I am.
That's good.
I am. Yeah.
For all you eligible bachelors out there, we have Emma White is a cheap date. You heard it here first.
I need to check these cameras. Okay.
Put in code 30s on Hinge for a 20% discount.
It's just... Are you gonna kill me?
No.
Okay, because I'm
You're
really
good.
sorry.
Just make sure it all works.
I need to get sponsors. We need sponsors because I need to hire an intern or producer or something.
What if there was like a company that gets you sponsors and we could do a sponsorship for them and get really meta?
Wait, what?
Forget I said anything. It was a really bad joke. Sponsors will flee if they hear that joke.
Okay. It was just...
Yes. But yeah, I stopped drinking for like a year and a half and I went through a breakup and being single in New York and not drinking, it just didn't make much sense to me.
Yeah.
So that thing popped
Jesus
up
Lord.
Speaking of Catholicism, we're back. Jesus Lord, please help Emma and her podcast computer stop having demons. The Demon Machine.
I'm gonna turn
The Demon Machine, now streaming on all platforms. Van Bellman. VanBellman.com.
I'm gonna turn this off.
Put in code DEMON for 20% off Van Bellman merch.
I'm gonna get an intern, and then we're gonna do another podcast. You're gonna be like, "Wow, she's really stepped it up." Anyway,
back to me being really vulnerable about my drinking and breakup before I was so rudely interrupted by a technical glitch. Emma,
so you were sober for a year and a half.
Yes, I did make a few exceptions for some international weddings. A friend got married in Italy.
I think that's appropriate.
And Thailand. And how are you not going to have a Negroni in Italy and drink some wine?
100%.
And how are you not going to have some beers with a bunch of Germans in Thailand when you go to the Ladyboy show? True story.
Okay.
There was if you're hanging out with Germans in Thailand, you tend to drink a lot.
Yeah.
And go to do all the things that Bangkok has to offer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you saw the most recent season of White Lotus.
Yes. I was like jogging my memory. Why does that sound familiar?
I also haven't told them sort of my Walton Goggins phase of life with my southernness and my long hair.
Yes.
I've been called worse things in both John Mayer and Walton Goggins.
You might be a bit taller than Walton.
I think so.
And
so take that, Goggins.
Maybe not as tan.
Also true.
Yeah.
But
you could get there.
One day.
Yeah.
One day. But yes, Thailand, wonderful. And I had plenty to drink then. And then I came back and I was back to my game of not drinking. And then the breakup happened, and so now I'm a miserable alcoholic wreck, and it's all your fault.
Wait, so are you? I was
pointing to my ex with that. I'm just kidding. It's not her fault.
I was gonna
I'm much more temperate and like mindful with alcohol intake these days, based on that year and a half.
Yeah.
Of not drinking, because also like I'm 41. I can't do it like I used to.
Yeah.
If I have a glass of wine, I'm fine.
Yeah.
If I have like 2 gin and tonics, I might be okay the next day. If I have anything more than that, I'm just like groggy and slow.
Yeah.
And I go to like write songs or record, and like my brain is just not working like it once did.
Yeah.
So these days, I'm a little more mindful. And I can go and like hang out. Also, I work at a bar, so like I have to test the stuff, make sure it tastes good.
Well, I was going to ask you because I thought maybe you were still sober, and I was going to be like, oh, do you want to have wine and do the podcast? But then I wasn't sure if you were.
How dare you?
Next time.
If you have wine right now and you want some, we can have some wine, red wine, in this nice hot room in the beginning of June in Nashville. Wow.
Are you hot?
Well, you did turn the air off.
I did, yeah.
I can make it to the rest of the podcast.
Okay. We'll do drinks next time on the podcast.
Deal.
And we'll get like sloshed and then just.
Oh dear. All right. Well, that's gonna be a different kind of podcast. But hey, you're the hostess with the mostest. I'll follow your lead.
But the one thing I did want to talk to you about before we wrap this up, because my cameras will die.
Okay.
You have started to do stand-up, or you've been doing stand-up in New York.
I've been dipping my toe in stand-up for the last 4 or 5 months. I've always secretly wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I think any musician, I think Amy Poehler put it best when she said, every comedian wants to be a musician, and every musician thinks they're a comedian.
100%.
It's not just vice versa. So-and-so wants to be this and so-and-so wants to be that. I really think it is the case that every musician thinks that they're hysterical. And I am no exception to this rule.
Is it because of the in-betweens between songs when like you have to have jokes or you have to kind of be entertaining that way? Is that why we think we're comedians?
It's funny you say that because at Eddie's Attic, when I first did like singer-songwriter stuff when I was like 18, 19, 20, my guitar playing was always pretty solid. Singing was all over the place, but I knew it was like a listening room and people like when you introduce a song a certain way.
Yeah.
So I would spend so long thinking of like clever ways or introspective things to say to introduce the songs, like the initial song and then in between the two songs. And then when I had gigs, I would think so long and hard about like jokes or stories or just any sort of engaging thing I could do with the audience to maybe sort of like make up for my lackluster singing voice.
Funny. Because I feel like it's innate in you to be funny.
I've focused on those specific things for, 20 years now. So I think I think it's given me kind of a leg up.
Yeah.
With maybe jokes and stuff. But the stand-up thing has been a lot of fun because I've only done it for a few months, so I've got a long way to go.
Yeah.
I've gotten a little better at it. And from what I've learned so far, it kind of ties into what we were talking about before, like authenticity and honesty. I think if you can get to the point where you're just being yourself, the crowd will go along with you. But if you're like, hey, so anyhow, I went to this bar and the guy said, why the long face? And you had some like, that's actually a pretty good joke. Do you have spicy margaritas here? If you do some like joke that you've like perfectly worded out, it might fall flat.
You trying to do a bad joke is pretty funny, actually.
I'll try this on the next time I do an open mic. I'll try my voice cracking bar ordering.
Wait, have you ever like bombed like and known it?
It's an open mic. They're almost all open mics I've done. So like everyone's pretty understanding and no one's great. So I'm usually in the middle of the pack. Some people are amazing. Some people it's like, good for them for getting up there and trying something hard because it's not easy to do.
So like when I find out that people do that, I'm like, I admire you so much because that's scary.
It's scary, but I think it's important to do scary things.
100%.
If you're a performer, and you got in front of our class and rapped.
Apparently.
And the same way, like football players will take ballet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a different sport. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
It's more about balance and elegance. But if you have that, it's going to help you play football.
Right.
So I've taken a few acting lessons lately. I trained this guy, Josh Davis. Shout out Josh Davis. You've seen him on CSI and Blue Bloods. I could call him. He's not an A-list celebrity, but I could get him on the phone.
That's going to be podcast number 2.
All right.
When we have all of our
Josh next time. His experience in the professional acting world is sort of like mine in music.
Yeah.
So I trained him guitar and songwriting lessons for acting lessons.
So fun.
And so he gave me like one line of dialogue to learn. I learned it because like it's like learning a song. You learn the words, not so hard, but then like, what do you do with the rest of your body?
Yeah.
I was just so stiff and like I couldn't relax. I wasn't like looking around the room for like this character, like listening, because apparently it's all about listening. Who would have thought acting is about listening?
Yeah.
So I can take those skills next time I play one of my own shows. Maybe I'll be a little more comfortable telling a joke. Maybe I'll think about what I'm doing with my body and my arms and legs a little more. That might help enhance the song and the performance.
We were talking about that because, like, if I have my guitar, I don't have to think about what to do with my hands.
Exactly.
But then if I'm trying to front a band without a guitar, it's a very different performance and it's like a different skill set that I don't have the confidence in yet that I want to develop. But that makes sense that
Speaking
would help.
of drinking, I've heard that helps.
I feel like putting on like a costume also helps. Like kind of like like if you're really dressed for the occasion, I think that can really put you in the mindset. But yeah, it's like hard for me to go there sometimes because my sets are like singer-songwriter and like guitar, just me.
But to what we were talking about before, the only way to play it safe is by taking a risk.
You're right.
Because how many boring singer-songwriters have you seen in Nashville?
I know.
In the last week or the last year?
Yeah.
Dozens, if not thousands.
So do you always have a guitar or banjo while you're playing?
With American Offers, I play guitar and banjo pretty much every show.
Okay. But your stuff?
With my stuff, I usually play electric guitar.
Okay.
Sometimes acoustic, but I try to get my Jeff Buckley on and just do solo electric guitar, which I think is kind of fun. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes I'll have I'm having a fiddle player for the show at the Basement on June 8th. See you there. And I'll have, bass and drums and other electric guitars and sometimes a sax player or trumpet player. I try to keep it kind of fresh. Yeah. And I'm lucky to have so many talented friends in LA and New York and Nashville. I can just call them like, hey, you want to come rip on a few songs? They're like, I'll be there.
I love that.
It's nice to have friends.
Yeah.
That's the best part about going to Berklee. The people you meet.
I know.
The friends you make. And here we are, a million years later, drinking hot wine in a hot apartment in Nashville and Music Row.
We're not drinking wine.
I should really get... You know who loves wine? Usher.
Does he?
I don't know.
I feel like he wouldn't even drink.
He probably doesn't.
See, I'm like wanting you to be friends with Usher, but are you going to call anyone before we end this podcast? Are you going to call any of your rockstar friends?
Hi, Mom. How are you? Great. I'm on a podcast right now with my friend Emma.
Hi. Hey, how are you? Good. How are you?
We went to Berklee together, and she dared me to call a celebrity guest, so I called you.
I love it.
Remember when I interviewed John Mayer, and then at the end he says, "Hi, Dale. It's me, John. Give me a call sometime." Remember that?
I do. I do.
Did he ever call you?
No.
Not yet. We'll say not yet.
Not yet.
All right. Well, just wanted to call and say hi.
Well, can I say how much I love having you as my son and my friend. And I've had so many adventures watching Zac play music in Athens, New York.
Amazing.
Everywhere. Atlanta.
He's a special guy. Many talents.
Special guy. And he's been very sweet to his mother, and he sent me the most beautiful hydrangeas and roses. And I cried. It was sunset, and I just wanted to look at the sunset, and I look and see this beautiful arrangement for my baby.
You're going to make Emma cry. Let's just settle down here. I am going to play Eddie's Attic on July 8th. I forget if I told you that.
Oh.
But I can probably get you on the guest list.
Well, I hope so. Yeah.
All right, great. Well, we got to go. Good to talk to you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's like giving cat a little catnip. Like, I want more. And then you're going to be in Nashville June 8th?
No, Eddie's Attic, July 8th.
July.
And then, also Nashville, June 8th. Thank you for helping me plug my basement show.
You should do a show on the 8th of every month.
Maybe I should.
That'll be your strategy.
All right. Good talk, Mom. Talk to you later. Okay, I love you too. Bye-bye. You got to cut her off real quick. Otherwise, she's like, "What? Oh, I just I have to tell you.
That was the sweetest.
I saw your baseball coach, and she'll have to tell me like 9 stories if I don't."
Wait, that was the sweetest thing that's ever happened on this podcast.
Really?
Your mom is your biggest fan, and
moms are number one fans.
I feel like if you're good to your mom, that's like a good sign for anyone. That should be on your dating profile or something. Like this clip.
I'll put this clip on my dating profile. I think my stock will go way up.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip it. Okay, so do we have anything else to include? June 8th.
June 8th,
show.
Playing at the Basement.
Mm-hmm.
July 8th, playing Eddie's Attic, opening for my friend Pinkbeard. And it'll be fun to go back and pretend I'm a hometown hero. I am a little bit, but it'll be great.
Yeah.
I'm playing August 6th in Snowmass, Colorado, opening for Black Pistol Fire. They're a really cool band. And I'm playing a lot of shows with Late Night Thoughts and American Authors and bartending at Figure 19. I feel like in this day and age, people like us, we got to diversify, you know? I think people who have maybe more traditional jobs, my friends who are lawyers or accountants, they think I'm just like on tour all the time and partying all the time. And sometimes you don't see like the less than glamorous parts of this job where post-pandemic has been very slow on the touring and live music front. I'm sure that was difficult here in Nashville. Mm-hmm. And since then, you know, you got to hustle. When I was in LA, I drove Lyft for a little while.
I did that here.
It's kind of fun. Mm-hmm. I like talking to people, hearing stories. Mm-hmm. When you were driving, were you like, hey, you guys want to hear some of my demos?
I think sometimes people would ask and then I would end up playing them, but I was like embarrassed and I wouldn't play.
Every so often I would say like, hey, you guys know a song goes like, this is going to be the best day ever. But then I was like, I don't know if this is the best look for the band that the banjo player is driving Lyft.
See, I feel like that would go viral though, if you posted that. There's still time.
See. There was one time on New Year's Eve, these girls come up to me when I was bartending, like, hey, are you the guitar player from American Authors? And I was like, did someone tell you to come up and tell me that? Are you guys messing with me? But no, they recognized me from on stage. And that was really cool.
I love that.
I felt cool.
Yeah.
So this is it's a fun job. We're all just out there trying to write songs and make content and do our best.
Figure it out.
Put food on the table and not lose our minds and not let the demons inside of our heads try to get the best of us. So I think we're doing all right.
Can anyone find you like any stand-up dates, or is that sort of more like spontaneous?
I do a lot of open mics in Brooklyn, sometimes in Manhattan. Is there one in Nashville? Should we check one out? Would you do it?
Zanies.
Would you do it?
No, but I would support you.
Would you rap?
I would rap for sure.
Would you rap before you did stand-up?
Yes.
If you did a funny rap, that would count as stand-up.
I have a rap.
Let's
literally.
try just real quick. Just freestyle.
No, I can't do it on the fly. I'm not.
Take as long as you want.
No, I'm not doing it.
She's really shy all of a sudden. But she's gonna push
You know
a
what
button.
just happened? You know when like you get like that ringing in your ear? Like it just happened in this one.
Did I just give you an aneurysm by putting you on the spot to rap on your own podcast? I'm sorry. That could have been a great viral moment, but you've ruined it once again.
This is where we're going to end. Thank you for being here.
Usher would have loved you rapping on this podcast. And now you've disappointed Usher. And I know what to tell you. That was your one chance.
I could maybe, like, I need to at least review something. I can't just, like, do it.
Just sing from the heart.
I have a rap called Who's Gonna Be My Husband.
Oh, let's get a little bit of that.
And it's like, who's gonna be...
Do you need a beat or you just want to freestyle it?
It goes like this. No, I can't do it.
Do it.
It's like, who's gonna be... I can't do it. But it's basically like, who's gonna be my husband? And I say that a bunch. And then I'm like, who's going to be my first husband? Who's going to be my second husband?
This sounds great.
And then I just go on and on. But I can't do it right now.
Do you go around the room like, is it going to be you? Is it going to be you?
No,
because that'd be a fun bit.
It's just more about like, who's going to be the first, second, third. And I don't want to manifest that. So maybe I shouldn't be rapping.
All right. To wrap things up.
Yeah.
New Van Bellman single on Friday, June 5th. Mm-hmm. The Basement Show, June 8th. And you can see Emma White at Zany's Comedy doing her husband rap every day of July. I think she has a residency there. Put in code Van Bellman for 20% off of tickets.
In my 30s.
Audio's going? All right, cool. So I have a niece named Austin. Also a niece named Ansley. Austin is hilarious. Mm-hmm. And every year for her birthday, I make a song for her based on something that she said or did. And a couple years ago, my sister-in-law was backing up, and Austin's in the back seat as a 7-year-old. And she goes like, go ahead, you got space. You got space. So that was a catchphrase for a while. Go ahead, you got space. So I had her sing that into my phone.
1,
and it made this
2,
sick beat.
3.
Go ahead. You got space. Go ahead. You got space. You can rap over this if you want to. One second. Daddy's car. Mommy's car. Hey, go ahead. You got space. Go ahead. You got space. You get it. It's a very fun song. I think hopefully when she turns 20 or 25, we'll have like 15 songs and she can finally release her album. And this one I think is going to be probably the hit single. Space by Austin Shore Taylor. Not streaming anywhere yet, but after a quick remix and maybe a verse from Usher and maybe a guitar solo by John Mayer or me, or maybe both, it could be a hit song. It could be a viral sensation.
I love it. I want to do that with my niece. That's really fun.
You should do it. Just like get them sing it's also good practice for you as a producer.
Yeah.
Just get them to sing and you plug it in and you have to sort of like time correct it and you can put auto-tune on it and it's a lot of fun.
Cute. I love that. You're a sweet uncle.
I do it. I'm a sweet uncle. I'm a sweet son. What can I say? I'm going to put that on my Hinge profile too.